All right, what is up, Sagittarius? How are you, my lovely Sagittarius? Well, I hope you're doing good this week. We got a new moon happening in your 10th house. So yeah, what do you want to manifest in your career? Now's the time to plant those seeds. Like seriously, like figure out what you want. What do you want to happen in your career, Sagittarius? It's all about you. So yeah, also if you want to be entered into a reading contest, basically I'm trying to get to 100 followers here on YouTube. So if you can hit subscribe and then comment down below that you subscribe, you are entered to win a free reading by my yours truly. So yeah, if you want to do that, get into it. And if you don't, well then you don't have to. Do what you want to do. But yeah, anyway, so let's continue with your astrology as I shuffle your cards for this week. Jupiter is direct in your second house, so finally some expansion when it comes to your money and the things that you value. That includes yourself as well. Mars is square Saturn in retrograde, so it's kind of like getting clear about the actions that you want. I want to say that it's the enjoyment that you get from things, so kind of getting clear about what you really love to do, because Mars is in your 5th house of pleasure and like sex and all that kind of stuff. So what do you like to do, like creatively wise? Because Mars is going to be here for a little while, so it's really kind of like making you like in Mars's action. So it's like, what actions are you taking to to further your pleasure in regards to the square over to your 2nd house of finances and like value, especially with Saturn there. So it's really kind of getting in touch with what's gonna bring you the most pleasure and money. All right, so let's see what else. Yeah, so I mean, I have a note here. It's like money from pleasure. So maybe start an OnlyFans. I don't know. It's up to you. But yeah, all right, well, let's get into your reading here. I'm just going to go with your past or your current energy, where you are right now, kind of what you're dealing with presently, and then we're going to go into your actions for this week, like what you can do to bring upon your best and highest greatest good, and then we're going to get a message from Spirit, and then we're going to go into this Sacred Symbols deck by Kroll. Excuse me. And then we're going to do one of these, and we're going to go into your runes. So if you want to skip to one of those, just skip ahead. And if you want to just hang out for the tarot reading, well, then you're here. So let's get into this. Now, I take jumpers from the deck, and this is the Fountain Tarot. I need to get a few more decks here. I have a couple, but I'm really liking this one for the readings, for the weekly readings. All right, let's see what my lovely Sagittarius has for this week. What's going on with Sagittarius this week? All right, so the Queen of Swords. Are you not feeling secure in like your ideas, Sagittarius? I feel like this could be the Mars energy coming in, or yeah, getting clear kind of about what you really desire, but it's like you're not clear right now. So let's see what this underlying energy is about. The Lovers. All right, so you're not clear about a potential relationship or a partnership here. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so what is this? Got the Empress reversed for the clarification on this Lovers card. So are you not stepping into like your divine kind of feminine, or are you not receiving this divine feminine? Like, you could be a male or female and not be receiving a feminine kind of energy, because the Empress is Venus. Like, it's the Venus card. And you know what? I'm gonna look at the astrology really quick and figure out where your Venus is in your chart, because I totally forgot. It's in your 9th house of like beliefs and stuff. So where are you not kind of getting this like almost like a philosophical sort of motherly energy from? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, and this is kind of the Lovers here. It's like really being discerning, but I feel like with the Queen of Swords here, it's like it's not having the confidence, or yeah, it's not having the confidence because you're not operating from this place of like the divine feminine. And I know I keep on repeating myself here. I'm just trying to get myself on track. Yeah, what is this? How? Okay, I'm gonna get another card. How is Sagittarius not honoring their divine feminine? What is going on? Why? What's the imbalance in this Empress card? What's the imbalance in this Empress card? Whoa, there's too many cards. What is the imbalance in this Empress card? Oh, we've got a couple cards here that flipped over. Oh, jeez. 1 second here, Sagittarius. I gotta figure out what is the blockage here. I keep on getting all these. I only want one card. Okay, it feels like you have a lot of blockages happening with your feminine energy, so I just want one card. Spirit, please, one card to define this Empress reverse, please. Either that or they just don't want me to get into it. I mean, this could be just for something for you even. Okay. This is a lack of movement towards your feminine. Are you why aren't you embracing it? Like, what's going on? Yeah, I mean, you got the Lovers here, which is fantastic. So you're being discriminating, but I feel like you're not embodying the fact that you can move around, or you know, you're feminine. So maybe you're stuck in the masculine energy a lot, because these are two female divine feminine cards that are in reverse. So you are not you're not currently, or you haven't been acknowledging your inner feminine power. Like, and it's kind of funny that I mentioned the OnlyFans thing, because maybe it's time to really kind of step into that kind of sexual power. Like, that's not a bad thing. Like, that energy is not bad. It is your right. It is like the Lilith right to get into it. What is with this? All right. Well, these cards came up for the reading for this week. So the first card is be strong, because like, you have the strength to do whatever you want to do. Like, I mean, this is another one of the divine feminine cards here. So this is like, you get in touch with your divine feminine, the gentle. This is like Virgo energy too. She's like holding open the maw of a lion. Like, you couldn't do that. Like, that's not a normal thing. She's doing it from a place of gentleness and of kindness. So don't be harsh when it comes to whatever you're working with, because like, you have to be gentle. And you're trying to juggle something right now. This week, maybe something's coming up that's causing you a little bit of trouble, but it's not bad here. I feel like with the Lover, I'm getting some dual energy here. So I feel like you have a choice. And I feel like the right choice is embracing the sort of receptivity energy, that divine feminine energy, like allowing things to come into your life instead of acting towards things. And like the Chariot being reversed here, it's like, okay, you're not moving towards anything. You're kind of staying still. So let's get a clarifier for this Two of Coins. What are you juggling? I'm going to get for 2 cards. What are the 2 things that you're juggling right now? What are the 2 things that you're juggling right now? Okay, that's the first card and the second card. Whoa. All right, well, that one came up right. All right, so the first thing you're juggling was the Hermit. All right, so you're balancing between being the Hermit and kind of thinking about branching off into the world, and really kind of like combining different elements into something that's stronger than its 2 parts. Like, see here, like he's taking these 2 elements of like spirit and earth, and he's combining it all into like one kind of rope, which he can use for, you know, a greater purpose. So it's like you have a choice between being the Hermit and kind of going within yourself, or acting towards this kind of combination force, this receptivity. So I mean, either way, it's not going to be a bad thing, whatever way you decide to choose, because the Hermit will lead you to like an inner light and allow you to, you know, you'll dive a little bit deeper into your psyche, or like meditate and kind of like retreat for a little bit. Which, I mean, the South Node is in your sign, Sagittarius, so this could be feeling like your energy anyways. I mean, it is a little bit restrictive. So being a hermit, I mean, we've all kind of been hermits these days too. So I mean, like, you could continue with this energy, or you could go into this whole combination energy of embracing the divine feminine and that receptivity. I know I sound like a broken record here, but this is all it's saying. Like, I don't know what else to say here. All right, let's go into your messages from Spirit for this week, Sagittarius. What are your messages from Spirit? Thank you. 9 of Coins reversed. All right, so Spirit's saying that you got to be aware of the things that you have already you've created. Like, she's sitting here, like, usually she's in like a garden or whatever, and she's like enjoying the fact that she's created a garden, and I feel like you're not enjoying that, like not enjoying nature enough, or maybe you do need to get out in nature more. Let's get an underlying energy for this. This is too many cards. Underlying energy for this 9 of Coins, please. Underlying energy for this 9 of Coins. Message for Sagittarius. Please and thank you, Spirit. Thank you. All right, got Temperance here. So yeah, this is you are needing to alchemize this. I always feel like Temperance is alchemization, like taking whatever you've been feeling and kind of putting it into art, or putting it into like dance, or putting it into music. Some sort of, it could be a solitary thing. I feel like it's spending a little bit of alone time in nature. Like, I feel like this is a very in your own sort of world. I don't really feel like this is a relationship or anything. I feel like this is very much so within you, Sagittarius, like figuring out your direction in life. Like, I know that's what Sagittarius like to do, like to look at the long game and see what is going to work for them. But I feel like getting out in nature and kind of integrating your deepest kind of emotions and bringing those out in order to kind of change this energy around. Because I feel like once you embrace this Temperance and get out what you need to, you're going to end up with something good. So let's see what Spirit has for you for a message once you embrace Temperance. And you can always look up that card on its own. It's card 14 in the Rider-Waite. So if you want a further definition, by all means, I'd look it up. All right, we got a bunch of things here. All right, so once you start to go into what you start alchemizing this stuff, you're going to be presented with a bunch of options. And let's see what the nature of these options will be. One will be just like a lot of hard work, and the other one's going to lead to your ultimate like kind of happiness, like, and a feeling of being fulfilled. Because look at him, he's like super happy sitting here with all his little singing bowls. So yeah, reconnect with nature, I feel like, and really kind of, once you start working on those inner sort of ideas that you have going on in your mind, I feel like you're going to be presented with a bunch more options. Like, I feel like here you're balancing two different things, but like, oh, Crow is cawing at me. I feel like, yeah, you're balancing two things right now. It's like, okay, I can do this or that, but I feel like you're going to start to see how many more things you can actually do. Either there are going to be like hard work, or they're going to be, or it could be a combination of these. Like, it could be hard work that leads to your happiness, but this is like you're completing a work. This is like, and you're almost at the very end of it. And then at the very end of this, it's going to lead to some sort of happiness or fulfillment. So give yourself the space, give yourself the time, and remember the things that you already have created, because you're Sagittarius. You've done a lot. You consider a lot of things. So let's go into your Sacred Symbols deck and see what Sagittarius, my lovely Sagittariuses, need to know for this week. What do my lovely Sagittarius need to know? Thank you. Safe travel. All right, well, let's take a look at the book, because I don't remember all the things out of this yet. I just got it this week. So, safe travel, a trip, a journey, even a simple change of scenery is upon you. Meditate on this before you start a new adventure, move to a new home, or take a trip. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. Get out in nature, and let's see what will come. Let's see what, once you travel out, what is going to happen for you. What is going to happen for my lovely Sagittarius? going to happen for my lovely Sagittarius? Thank you. Just going to integrate the shadow. And that's what I was kind of talking about too. Like going deep and figuring out how to integrate this feminine. Because I feel like it's a block. It's a block because you haven't been moving towards it. You've been worried more towards like action and like doing things rather than receiving. So I feel like this is a call to get in touch with why aren't you okay with receiving? Why aren't you okay with why are you okay with the divine feminine? What happened? Like, and integrating that and meditating on it. And remember that you're safe no matter what. Let's get another card. One of these cards. Oh, that one just popped out at me. And this one is spiritual cleansing. All right, well, I mean, that's, yeah, you need a spiritual cleansing. This is exactly what's going on. Remember all the shadow. You could actually have some psychic debris in your system. I do Reiki as well. So if you do want a Reiki / some shamanic sort of healing, I do offer that as a service on my website. But you can do this for yourself too by going out in nature once again and really just like letting go of that psychic debris, like kind of flushing it out of your system. If you can imagine like little specks of black shit in your aura and just like letting earth just like pull that energy out of you and just flushing it out with your breath. Like you can do a whole lot with breath work and I highly recommend it. So yeah, that's where you're at right now. And that's what you can do. So let's get an oracle card and see exactly what another message is for you. What is another message for my lovely Sagittarius, please? I'm getting do an animal card. All right, so what is an animal for my lovely Sagittarius? I haven't pulled an animal card yet, but there's Spirit said do an animal. So what do we got here? Unicorn. You're the goddamn unicorn. Oh, that's amazing. I've never actually pulled that card before. So let's go into the book here and see what we can see, because I haven't ever come across this before. Unicorn. All right, we're going to read this out of the book together. And it's up to you to interpret it. It is difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago? The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and the unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for the answers. And it says here that the unicorn and the 6th chakra. It is no surprise that the subtle sense of the unicorn resides within your 3rd eye, the exact place from which the unicorn's horn extends. This center is called the Anja chakra, or the command center. The ancient yogis believed it to be responsible for our intellect, intuition, and deepest wisdom. Some say 2 eyes are to see the past and present, while the 3rd eye peers into the future. All right, Sagittarius, well, you are the unicorn, and what is going on with my candle? It is going crazy. That is wild. Yeah, that's super weird. That's crazy. Okay, let's go into your rune for this week. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you for this week. What do you need to know? We got rune, flip it over. Flow in reverse. That's interesting. Lagoos. I believe that's flow, yeah. So let's consult the book, and we'll go page 96. And we'll go in the reverse position. A warning against overreach, excessive striving, a counsel to counsel against trying to exceed your own strength or operate beyond the power you have funded to date in your life. Laguz reverse often indicates a failure to draw upon the wisdom of instinct. As a result, the intuitive side of your nature may be languishing, leaving you out of balance. What am I talking about the whole time? It's like your divine feminine. So get in touch with your divine feminine. What is called for now is to go within, to honor the receptive side of your warrior nature. How pertinent is that to this reading? Like 100% this, yeah, backed up by the rune, always. Well. Sagittarius, this has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did really enjoy it, please leave a like, a comment down below. And if you want to be entered to win, hit the subscribe button. I would love to work with you if you do want a private reading. And yeah, check out the links below, and I will see you next week.